Okay, the first thing that I did that you're going to need are Post-it notes. I used a tuxedo black memento pad. You can use the pad or the dewdrop. And then I used this little mouse stamp from our Angel Sing stamp set. Now the first thing I did, I took a Post-it note and just tore one off. I inked up my stamp. And I just stamped it on the Post-it note. And make sure you know where your adhesive is. I just plopped it right down here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out. And I always use my little mini Kais because they're great for that detail work. And I cut out all of these little areas. So these are great scissors, a great tool to do that. I already have cut out a mask. Here. So let me just grab it. And this mask has been used, but I can keep it and I reuse it. Now after I cut it out, I flipped it over and I took my glue marker, and you can tell that it's tacky. On the back it's going to stick to wherever I put it. What I did was, down here I've already got the adhesive from the Post-it note, but I wanted to put adhesive on the rest of it so it would stay in place while I'm working. So I just took my glue marker and put glue all over the back of it, and especially on those little delicate areas, and made my mask. So then just set that aside and let it just dry for a couple minutes before you apply it to your project. So I took my cardstock, and you're going to need your stamp again, and go ahead and ink it up. And then you're going to want to just stamp it right on your cardstock. Okay, now the next thing I did was take my mask, and I came in and I put this mask right over my mice. Now I'm using Caboodle's cardstock. Now it's not lined up perfectly there, but I'm really not gonna worry about it. I'm using Caboodle's cardstock. I'm not using glossy cardstock, which typically when you use a brayer, you use your glossy with it. Well, in this case, I'm not going to do that. So this is just regular cardstock, Caboodle's. Then I took my Post-its, and where I have that sticky side, I just tore. And I have the ones that I've already got a couple here that I've used. And I can continue to reuse these. Now I just left, I didn't add any adhesive to the back of those, but if I wanted to, I could. And then I just set them, you can tell where I lined them up. That's the little area where the little mice feet are yellow. And there's no right or wrong here, just do whatever you like. I just want to make sure that right here where they transition together that I've got a nice smooth blend. That's what I'm really concerned about. And then just pat that down, make sure your image is down. You could even turn it over and pat it down if you like.